Hello everybody and welcome to episode 83 of the Pentagon Challenge. It's almost dreams coming true territory. It's the Copa Libertadores semi-final first leg against Grêmio, our domestic rivals, and the winner of this tie will get to contest the ultimate game in South America. I don't know how many times Grêmio have made it. We'll have a look. They've won the tournament twice, and I'm sure they've been runners-up, so they know what it's like to win this cup and to lose it, whereas Vasco are a little bit less experienced with winning the tournament, having just won it once, and that was their only ever final. So I could make a little bit of history by guiding Vasco to only their second ever Copa Libertadores showpiece match. So that is the pressure that is on my shoulders. I've already won 2 trophies with the club, as you've already seen, the Rio State Championship and then last year's Brazilian Cup. There is a lot to talk about before we get into the match, so I hope you can stick around for a little bit longer than usual. I might hurry it up, but we'll just try and get through the key points. So let's begin, of course, with the Brasileirão. The first third of the season is nearly done already. It goes to show how quickly we're getting through things, and as things stand, we could go top of the league if we win our 2 games in hand. That will put us on 26 points, but for the time being we have to be content with 7th place with 6 games won, 2 drawn and 2 lost. You will notice the lack of goals for ourselves. We've hardly been scoring, but then we have 8 goals conceded, which makes us the best defence, and that doesn't take into account the fact that we've 2 games less played than most other teams. Flamengo, for example, have 7 goals conceded, which makes them the best, but we could possibly catch up and overtake them later on. The home record isn't great, but obviously we've only played the 4 and we've won 3 and drawn once. It's the away record which could do a little bit of improvement, but given how difficult this league is, we'll take it with 3 wins, 1 draw and the 2 defeats. How has this come to be? Let's have a look. So you would have seen in the last episode that we got the penalty shootout victory over River Plate that erased the bad memories of 2 years ago, and ever since then we've been in pretty good form. Just one major blip, but we will talk about these games in a little bit of detail, starting with Náutico, who are bottom of the league at the time of this fixture, and we somehow conspired to only get a draw. They got off to a fabulous start, scoring in only the 3rd minute. They had a player injured in the 90th minute, but then they made it 2-0 after the second half kicked off, and that really got me worried as they were not at full fitness. But thankfully my tactical switches made a difference. We had Carecha and Rafael Magalhães coming off the bench to score, absolutely vital, and you'll certainly be hearing more of Magalhães in my fixtures report. And remarkably, we won 5 games on the trot without conceding, and that means a great deal heading into the Copa match. So 1-0 against Figueirense, 1-0 against Sport, 1-0 against Palmeiras, and a goalless draw against Botafogo, getting a little bit of retribution for the Rio State Championship game. Then 2-0 against the really struggling Sao Paulo, well-deserved win, it must be said. And then against Mineiro, one of the better teams in the league, they absolutely destroyed us with 3 goals, and we had no reply to that. But thankfully we responded like champions, getting the exact same results against Grêmio, the team we're about to play. But I don't think we learned too much in this game. They were so tired after probably other commitments, and it just meant our players could just trample all over them. But they should be in better shape now. You can see they've had a difficult run in, but they're in very, very handy form, getting wins against Santos, Internacional, Goiás, and of course Flamengo, who we know are contesting the other semi-final, and they've gotten a win in Mexico by 2-1. They have a new manager in as Dante has finally decided to go to somewhere new, and his destination is Atletico Madrid. So massive job for Dante to take on, and that's a well-deserved reward for his time. And Pochettino was sacked as the manager, and he's now unemployed. So we'll see if he can make a comeback sometime soon. But Flamengo will hopefully struggle to bed in the new manager for a little while at least, and we can perhaps see a path to the Copa final, and we could get 1/5 of the Pentagon Challenge complete. But we can't ignore Grêmio, and one massive blow to the club has just befallen us. It is the fact that Alexandre has finally been tapped up by Borussia Dortmund, who seem to love our players. They've come in time and time again for our best players, and Alexandre is no exception. After turning down an initial bid of about 12 million euros, I asked for 15 million. I got that, and I think now is the time that Alexandre will be departing us, and it's a real shame as he's given us 3 absolutely outstanding years of service. And if Europe is his destiny, then I can't hold him back. But 15 million is the best fee we've ever received, subject to whatever personal terms Alexandre must agree to. But anyway, we'll certainly be spending that wisely in the coming months. I have to think very hard about getting new midfielders in, and maybe new strikers, as the one thing we're doing wrong is the poor form in front of goal. But anyway, Grêmio versus Vasco da Gama at the Roberto Dinamite Arena is about to kick off. I have a team set, and I can't wait to see how they cope. It's going to be absolutely massive. Anyway, the one weakness, as I mentioned, is my centre midfield. Alexandre has had a minor injury, which made the decision a little bit easier. But I think my centre midfielders are all out of form, such as Leandro, he's not playing well. Borges is really just a backup player, and Emerson Fonseca hasn't been playing too well either. So that just makes decisions ever so difficult. But this is possibly the best team I can name. Everybody is in fantastic form, and we can't turn back now. It's time to head into this magnificent occasion. If we can get another clear goals victory, then we will be laughing. I really want to make this Copa final and get 3 trophies in less than 9 months in charge of Vasco da Gama. So can we hang on in there? One thing I will say about Grêmio is their stunning goal scoring in this tournament. They've got Bade with 14 strikes, and then Thales has 8. So that's something we've not been good at. But as long as we keep defensively solid with Andreini, who deserves massive praise, keeping 5 clean sheets in 6 appearances in the Brasileirão. He only kept 1 in the Rio State Championship, and he's kept 4 out of 8 in the Copa. So let's see if he can continue that trend. But Grêmio gone 4-4-2. Bade and Thales, the strike partnership, well and truly back in form now. So just see their fitness, good and okay, and those guys seem to be okay as well. So we'll just mark them up, and we'll think very hard about what we're going to do. Okay, that's fine. We'll see the wing backs as well. Are they good? Seemingly so, particularly the young left back. He seems to be okay. Maike is pretty decent as well. Benavan, for us, he's injured. He's been playing reasonably well, but he is the backup wing back on both sides, and it's a bit of a shame he won't be playing for the next 3 weeks. But if there is one player can risk losing, it probably is him. He wants more first team football. I've been giving it to him, but he'll probably say, look, the injury wrecked the promise. I'll give you another chance to keep it, and I'll probably have to play him some more. But anyway, this is the best team I could name. Everybody looks in top form, and if Magalhaes scores twice tonight, then he will be my top scorer in the season so far, as Rafael Magalhaes has 11 goals ever since the Rio State Championship ended. He hasn't scored any more, so we'll just see how we can cope with that. one thing we'll be doing is retain the possession early on and mix up the crosses for Magalhaes to feed and see how he gets on. But let's just say we are the favourites and get out there for the performance. We're not going to be dreaming of a 3-0 win. I'll take a 1-0 win and defend for our lives in the Grêmio return game. See how that works out. But anyway, that's a long chat. You want to see this match, and I'm going to present it to you now. It's time for the kickoff. And it is Grêmio winning the rights to kick off in the first half, and they'll be going straight to those strikers without any hesitation. They want more goals out of them if possible. Here's Magalhaes straight into danger with Evander, and Courageous in the box, but Evander picks it up again, and that's the side netting. And it looks to be a high tempo game already, but we have to keep it passionate for the most part, as that goes wide from the shot from about 20-25 yards. So we know Flamengo will be waiting in the wings in the final unless Pachuca pull out an all-time great miracle for Mexican football. Conquering a Brazilian club in Brazil just seems so improbable, but we want to conquer Grêmio and keep ourselves in the hunt to complete the Pentagon challenge. And here's Thales on the edge of the box. Brilliant tackle by Ivo, I suspect. I didn't quite catch the name, but now it looks like Grêmio are in the ascendancy, and that's in. It's onside. Christian Sanchez with an early away goal. That's totally out of order from our guys. We just have to discipline for the time being, and this could be a very sketchy performance if we don't learn our mistakes. That's a disaster, no question about it. The away goal conceded, but we want to get one back, and the sooner the better. Courageous into our star man Evander. Now it's a corner kick from the ricochet. Barrios goes sharp into the centre of the 6-yard box, but that's an excellent tackle from Maciej this time. So we want to control the game now. Passing is still terrible. I don't know what is wrong with us, so we might even have to go short. But that's a ricochet off our Matthews, and Bade is tackled in the box, but that was clean. Lopez with the sweeping up, but Magalhaes intercepts. He needs to finish, but Vanderson was able to make up for his previous mistake. Now we've got Xavier on this corner. Thales has managed to clear it for Grêmio, and Matthews then puts it out for a throw in. Here we go with another set piece. Sanchez clears it this time, so he's getting the dirty work done for his team. Barrios sneaking into the box, and the keeper spilled it for a corner again. That's our 5th of the game. But Centurion, so close. Definitely encouraging signs here, but an equaliser is so desperately needed. We can't have another River Plate heartbreak situation. Evander sneaks in. He's the inside forward for me, but that could have been a better finish. But we are in the ascendancy. But having another River Plate style game is not what I want. We can't have something like that stressing me out, especially at the semi-final stage where things are bound to go wrong. Matthews getting in the box, and Courageous. It looked easier to score, but definitely signs of great improvement for Vasco. But it doesn't matter when we're conceding stupid goals from set pieces. Bade and Thales working together, and Adriani spilt that one himself, but I think he had the freedom to do so without anybody to hit the rebound. And I think we have to regroup for half time. We have 40 seconds to go. We can't afford to concede again. Grêmio's payback will be swift and sweet if they manage to double their lead. Magalhaes now on the outside. Goes for Courageous! I love it. What a finish. Making up for his previous mistake. Not scoring the easy chance not too long ago, but that's a huge goal in the context of the match, right on half time. And we'll go back to structured mode. We might be more expressive, but I definitely think the passing is working, and floating crosses looks to be on point as well. So Magalhaes' assists, Courageous, all important goal, but we'll just have to say we can still win, but the defence needs to improve. Like Vinicius, I took a gamble on playing him because he has such experience abroad, and I could have played the youngster Cesar Martinez since he was so good in the previous game, but I decided against it, and so far my decision has gone against me. But one thing's for sure, Corecha and Barrios are both my best players, and that is excellent to see, considering how much pressure I'm under to play all my centre midfielders at the same time, due to the amount we have. I'd rather sell the attacking midfielders that take up space, but losing Alexandre, even for a gigantic sum, is something that will tug at my heartstrings, and I'm going to miss that man so much if he decides to leave. But anyway, we have an early opportunity for Magalhaes and Evander. It's exquisite from the all-time appearance maker, and this is a sudden turnaround. We've had 15 minutes to rest, but technically it's 2 goals in 2 minutes for Vasco da Gama, and if we get one more, this could be a rout out of nowhere. Magalhaes going inside, and it's a penalty. It is a big call. The referee felt it wasn't a dive, and this could be an extraordinary 5 minutes for Christian Barrios to wrap it up. 3 goals to 1, and what has happened to Grêmio? The dream is becoming a reality, and we just have to hang on in there. 3-1 and seemingly in control, but the Gigantes certainly can't give up here, and it looks to be another opportunity for Matthews. It's Xavier. Oh, he's clattered the shot against Wallace, and now we have a corner with the left peg. Corecha collects the loose ball, but unfortunately has let it go out of play. Goal kick, and the next goal, if there is going to be another, is going to be monumental, but who will want it more? It's Bade. What happened there? It looked like it. There was a force field. Hang on, I need to check that out again. I hope you don't mind, but that was bizarre. Hang on, am I seeing things here? So here's the pass from Wallace. Thalaz. Oh, he tipped it onto the post. That's what happened. My God, that's some goalkeeping, and it keeps our 2-goal lead secure. But we could have an opportunity, and it's an own goal from Centurion, and this game is now going bonkers. We've seen defences fall apart, and the strikers are having a field day. 3-2 and seemingly not over yet, and we'll see if we can take off another player later on, but that seems to be the logical move for me to make. But definitely trouble afoot, having taken 3 goals out of Grêmio in an extraordinary short period of time. To concede a second away goal is careless. But now Fernandinho has set up an attack for Poi. Bade back to Fernandinho. We'll have to mark him up later. Thales to Wallace, and Luis to Fernandinho on the 18-yard box. Thankfully that's a sky-high opportunity. And now it's our goal kick for Magalhaes to collect. Alexandre back heel to Barrios and Carlos. Ivo going forward, creeping into danger, but now Alexandre has a lot of time and space. Goes for Ivo with a beautiful pass from Francisco Carlos to Magalhaes. It's another chance off the woodwork. My. That is unbelievable. Could that be the moment we regret not seeing go into the back of the net? But I have to mark up their player that they brought on, Fernandinho. He is a midfielder central, so we don't have to go too crazy on him. But my goodness, Magalhaes had the dream opportunity to get his goal for the club. But anyway, I have a very big decision to make. I think we will bring on Cesar Martinez. He has, certainly been in better form than Vinicius, but I thought Vinicius's experience would lead us to victory, and so far I'm not wrong, but he hasn't done well either. So let's just say calm down. We don't need to worry about ourselves too much, and that's off the crossbar again. Maybe the keeper sent it onto it, I don't know. But Genie Macaroni, we have seen some drama in this extraordinary first leg, and Junior comes on. We'll mark him up. He is a striker, don't know how good, but anyway, that'll have to do. Oh, he's very good, yeah. That is a brilliant striker coming onto the pitch, and he should be in full fitness. And Nen has damaged his shoulder. That's going to be 2 to 3 weeks at least. And that's a big, big blow, because we want to rotate our centre-backs as often as we can. He's not giving up, though, despite the upper body injury. Francisco Carlos to Correia. Evander now, he's in the centre of the pitch, cutting inside. Not a good pass. And that could open things up again. But it is Correia. And Magalhaes! Please be onside. No. I had a bad feeling. But 3-2. If we don't lose the return leg, we are going to the Copa final. And that is just sensational. In my first ever attempt in any football game to play in South America and reach the ultimate occasion for the continent. That is excellent. But let's just say conceding 2 goals isn't great, but we've put 6 goals past Grêmio in just a week, and that is saying a lot. So if we get the away goal in the return game, we are in a very handy position. But well done to the guys. Magalhaes, despite not scoring, has become the player of the match, and that deserves a massive, massive round of applause. So take a deep breath. It is getting late. I shouldn't be shouting too much, but to win this game, it's a huge, huge honour. And Andriini finally conceded, having gone 596 minutes with nothing but clean sheets. The referee has been criticised for giving the penalty to Vasco, but it ultimately didn't matter a whole deal. But maybe Grêmio will get the return results. I don't know. I'm saying return a lot, and I'm certainly my pulses are running wild. But to get this result, it is splendid. Nen is out for 2 to 3 weeks, exactly as I had said. But Magalhaes assisting every goal. That's bizarre but brilliant at the same time. He should be the one scoring the goals, but his second start in the tournament after his long injury niggles, that's brilliant. And we'll have to see if we can get the job done in the second leg. It's going to be massive. You cannot afford to miss it. Grêmio will be itching to secure their place in the final at our expense, but you will see it first on the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.